This is like the scene from Infinity War when Iron Man asks Doctor Strange how many universes they went in, and he says 1. This is the one universe where Khamzat Chimaev loses to Sean Strickland. Assalamu alaikum, my brothers. Today, we are going to matchmake some fights coming out of this event. Without further ado, let's just get right into it. Sean Strickland. Man, this guy, just the biggest upset ever that I can ever think of. That I've ever predicted, at least. Like, I had no faith in him whatsoever. And kudos to him for actually surpassing a lot of people's expectations, including mine. I don't know what do we give this guy? We can't give him Imavov. He already beat Imavov. You know, I was thinking about a rematch, but apparently Khamzat wants to move up for some reason. Bro could have gotten an immediate rematch and decides to move up, whatever. Sneeko. We should see him fight Sneeko. No, this fight is actually a fight I've already proposed. Just gonna go ahead and show it right now. Kamaru Usman, they already fought. Usman has a win over him, and he's coming off a win against Buckley. That's a good win to kind of launch himself up into another division. It would kind of dispel the Islam versus Usman, which we do not want to see at all. Islam's a young fighter. He's got so many good fighters in his division that he could fight. This division's kind of empty. Usman would be a good addition to the division, and he's fought in the division before against Khamzat, kind of a close fight, short notice fight with Khamzat Chimaev. And now that Khamzat's gone, it doesn't even matter anymore. He can move up to this division, fight Sean Strickland, and if Sean wins, he has one less win off his record. Like, does Kamaru still have it? Can he still beat Sean Strickland at this stage? Personally, I think Strickland might win this one. I think Strickland's different now. He's built different now. He just beat Khamzat Chimaev somehow. I don't know how the hell he did it. Let's talk about that. Let's just get right into the next fighter. Khamzat Chimaev. What the hell? What universe are we living in? This is like the scene from Infinity War when Iron Man asks Doctor Strange how many universes they went in, and he says 1. This is the one universe where Khamzat Chimaev loses to Sean Strickland. I need to get my composure here. Khamzat Chimaev, I do not know what he was thinking. I don't know what he was doing. He was supposed to lay on him, grapple with him, turn him into a mattress, but he decided to strike with him. This is just like when Belal Muhammad decided that he wanted to strike with Jack Della Maddalena, and then he ended up losing his belt in his first title defense. I don't know what Khamzat was even thinking. What was the game plan? The game plan should have been to wrestle the whole fight. And I know that he could have done it because in the last few rounds, he freaking took him down. In the 5th round, he takes him down successfully. And he did get right back up, and he did lose the 5th round according to the judges, according to 2 out of 3 of them. But still, he still had that capability. What happened? Just because he failed the 2nd round, he's going to stop trying to take him down whatsoever and just stand on the feet with him? What is he thinking? This is mixed martial art. You can use all your skills. Your best skill is grappling. You're not that good in the stand-up, bro. That's what his freaking coach should have told him. Start grappling, bro. Okay, bro. Okay, I grapple, bro. And then he would have won the fight. Okay, he's moving up, so this is who he should fight. Magomed Ankalaev for the belt, because Goldberg's going to be pretty inactive right now because he is injured. He's going to take a layoff for a long while, so why not, instead of an immediate title shot, give him a shot against Magomed Ankalaev, who did beat Alex Pereira and then lost, similar to how Khamzat beat DDP and lost immediately when trying to get a title defense. It kind of mirrors each other, and they both get an opportunity to win a belt. I cannot believe we're living in the universe where Khamzat Chimaev, the guy that was supposed to be the greatest of all time, undefeated, loses to Sean Strickland. Next fighter, Joshua Van. Proud of this guy, man. He did really well. Looked bad in the 1st round, and I thought my prediction was going to turn out correct because I thought it was going to be the whole fight. Nope, he did it. He controlled the fight. He eventually KO'd Tatsuro Taira in the last round. Very good. We all want to see this fight. I don't even have to say what it is. Alejandro Pantoja. The rematch, it was scripted. This was in the script. The plot needed this to happen. They need to run it back. He shouted him out. He was in the audience. This is just a fight to make. I don't even need to explain it. The first fight kind of was a little fluky, even though, you know, it was legitimate, but it was kind of upsetting. We needed to see the rematch. And, you know, he's healed, so We get the rematch now. Tatsuro Taira. He did really good in the first round, but then he just started to decline very heavily. He took him down with such ease. I just thought the whole fight was going to pan out that way. But no worries. Tatsuro Taira. This is the opponent for him to face. Lonnie Kavanaugh. He just beat Brandon Moreno, who Tatsuro Taira also beats. He's on the come up. He needs to come up quick. This Tatsuro Taira fight, if Kavanaugh wins, this would be a perfect fight to get him a title shot. And if Tatsuro Taira beats Kavanaugh, then we know that he's just another level. Can he beat this young guy who's on the up and up? And this is what we need in the division. New faces. This is the perfect fight. Alexander Volkov did a pretty good job against up-and-coming fighter Waldo Cortes Acosta. This guy is just built different, bro. His height, his freaking reach, his dreads. He's like the perfect gatekeeper of the division. He's never seen a title shot. How's that possible? Yet Gon gets infinite? This is what I think should happen. Give him a title shot. What does this guy need to do to get a title shot? He beat Gon, which I think he did beat Gon. It was a robbery. He beats Pavlovich. Now he's beating Waldo. Come on. He deserves a title shot. He does not need to fight someone else to get a title shot. He needs an immediate title shot after UFC Freedom 250. I think he should fight whoever wins between the winner of UFC 250 and Tom Aspinall. And if they can't do that fight first, then I think he should fight the winner of UFC 250 because he deserves a title shot. And he's just been shafted. He's just too good. He's like one of the best contenders right now in that division. And I don't know how he's not seen a title shot yet, especially at how good he's been and his resurgence in this division, in this empty division, bro. It's the worst division in the UFC right now. They're having an interim title fight, and this guy, he should have been the one that was fighting Alex Pereira at the White House. They're gonna reward Gon for what he did to Tom Aspinall? Come on. He deserves a title shot. On to the next one. Waldo Cortes Acosta. Pretty decent. Had a pretty close fight up until the last round. He did lose, and he has lost before, which is what incentivized me to pick Volkov, because Volkov is just built different. Volkov smears these up-and-comers. This is who I think that Waldo should fight. Gave him Rizvan Kuniev. This guy is pretty good. He has a 13-3. He beat Almeida, who was cut, which kind of messed up the division. Lost to Blades. He did lose to Blades. But, I mean, Blades is pretty good. I think this is the fight to make. You can't really match it up with anyone else. I think he shouldn't get someone that's too low. You should give him a lower-ranked opponent. I think Rizvan Kuniev, perfect medium, perfect middle. It would give him a perfect challenge. But this would answer a lot of questions. These guys are very similarly built. Rizvan Kuniev, he's 6'4". Waldo Cortes Acosta is 6'4" as well. Same height, same build. Like, I mean, they look the same. Are these guys brothers? Sean Brady did a great job, did exactly what I expected from him, beat Buckley with ease throughout the whole fight, made it to decision. This is who he should fight. Jack Della Maddalena. This guy just lost to Carlos Prates. Was he as good as he was before? This fight will surely tell us. Is Sean Brady as good as Jack Della Maddalena? There's a striking differential here because Sean Brady previously lost to Michael Morales, who's a great, excellent striker. Can JDM live up to Michael Morales' example? Can he take that blueprint and use it on Sean Brady? Can Sean Brady do the same with Islam's blueprint on Jack Della Maddalena? Can he take that blueprint and use it against JDM? He did use the blueprint that Bilal laid out on Leon Edwards. He did use that, and he made it even better by submitting Leon Edwards, and he was the first to do so. Can he submit JDM? That'd be amazing. If he sees what Islam did and just does it to another level, like what he did to Leon, that'd be crazy. So we need this fight. This would be a perfect fight for the division. Sean Brady, still a new contender. He has 2 losses. Lost to Bilal and Michael Morales, some of the best fighters in the division. People are sleeping on him, bro. JDM, that would be perfect. Joaquin Buckley. He's good, but I think he has a very big hole in his game, which is the grappling. This is why we should feed him to this fighter. Yaroslov Amosov. This guy just submitted his opponent in the second round. He submitted Neil Magny in the first. This guy is on the up and up, and we want him to face Islam Makhachev. We need to see the Russia versus Ukraine conflict settled in the middle of an octagon. We need that, which is why we need to get Amosov, someone that doesn't know how to grapple, someone that he can easily take advantage of, possibly submit in the first or second round. This is perfect for him. This would elevate him so well. Need I say more? Like, this would be perfect, and UFC do this immediately. We need this. King Green. Great performance against 50-year-old retiree Jeremy Stephens. This is what we expected from him. This guy's a menace to society. Every time he walks in a neighborhood, people lock their doors. This is who he should fight. Ludovic Klein, this guy's up and coming. He just recently lost to Mateusz Gamrot. At one point, he did have a 7-fight streak where he did not lose. He did have one draw against Jai Herbert, who's pretty good, who almost beat Ilya Topuria. He's just, he's a good up-and-comer. Lost to Gamrot, which isn't a horrible loss. He did beat Mateusz Rębecki, who's a great fighter, great test. He's a very entertaining fighter as well. I mean, he's got KOs. We could see if Bobby Green still has it, or if he's just beating old heads like Jim Miller and Jeremy Stephens. But yeah, on to the next one. Jeremy Stephens, the hardest hitting 145er. Doesn't know when to quit, right? Am I right? I think he should just call it quits, man. I saw him taking off his gloves. I thought it was finally over. I thought they had the video ready, show it on the big screen. But then Joe Rogan just left the octagon. I was like, oh, damn. I guess not. He's not retiring. He should retire. We've had enough from this man. He's blessed us with some good performances. But for God's sakes, he hasn't won a fight since 2018. Come on, man. We don't want to see you taking these terrible losses anymore, man. You got to hang up the gloves. You got to know when to call it quits, man. Your record's kind of dwindling now, bro. I'm starting to think maybe you aren't the hardest hitting 145er. Who the fuck is that guy? He's going to start saying that soon, man. The amount of times he's been hit in the head. This guy's record's like, what, 29-23 now? It's insane, man. I think he should retire, hang up the gloves. He had a chance to do it in the middle of the octagon, but I guess maybe not tonight. Maybe one more fight before he retires against like some can or something that they drag out. I think his best days are behind him. Sucks to say, but it's true. Ateba Gautier. Excellent performance. Way better than his last performance against Pulayev. I mean, this one was crazy. That hammer fist kind of reminded me of Ngannou a little bit, man. I mean, I know they're cut from the same cloth. Beautiful performance by this man right here. This is who he should face. Feed him Roman Dolidze, man. This guy's great for these up-and-coming fighters. Really good test to see if they're ready for the rankings. I think we should move Ateba up as fast as possible. He's one of those guys where you really want to see on, on a main card. You really want to see this guy fighting these top-level performers, these top-level fighters. You want to see a top-level performance out of him. You want to see this guy on a cover of a poster. This would be a great way to start that, and especially with middleweight, because middleweight is just such a bad division right now. This would be a great way for him to start to move up and, maybe take over. Maybe become like the Francis Ngannou of middleweight. Love to see that. Grant Dawson, great performance against Rębecki. Did better than I expected. His chin held up. There were a couple times when I thought it was over. He did get chinned a couple times. He did get, whoa, one of those. Like one of the, uh-oh. He did recover. Did a great job. And this is who he should fight. Give him Daniel Zellhuber. I mean, they're both Bobby Green's sons, first off. And second off, they both have great striking. I mean, Dawson is primarily known for his grappling, but he can also mix it up on the feet as well. Can Dawson's grappling outshine Zellhuber's striking? That's what we really need to know. And can he really take over? And how is his chin going to do against Zellhuber's constant barrages? This is what we will find out after this fight. And that's why this is such a good fight. It'll answer a couple questions that we have. These guys were both great prospects at one point. But now that, they've seen their share of losses, one of these guys, after this potential fight, one of these guys will pick up the torch. And they will be the one and only prospect. Mateusz Rębecki. did a pretty good job, but he lost. Did give us a good fight, so grateful for that, as he usually does. Never disappoints. He may lose, but he never disappoints. This is who he should fight. He should fight Jean Pork. Come on, for his debut. Imagine how good of a fight this would be. This would be a barn burner. I mean, these guys both bring wars. Imagine combining them. This would be like the bloodiest fight. By the end of this fight, the entire octagon would be red. Come on, we need this fight. We need to see this fight. This would be a great debut for Chanko. What else can I say, man? I mean, this would be the best prelim ever, point blank. And, Chanko, he's going to win, of course, but Rębecki, he's going to bring it to him. He's going to bring the fight to him. This would be a great performance. This would be a great fight, great introduction for Chanko. Make this fight, UFC. But yeah, on to the next one. Roman Kopylov, great job, great performance. Finally bounced back, finally got a win. This is who you should fight. Baisangur Susurkaev, feed him. He's going to beat him. Roman Kopylov will be back on a losing streak. And this just needs to be done because this guy's on the come up. He won in great fashion, submission. You just gotta feed some people, man. And Roman Kopylov is just one of those fighters now. He's just the guy they feed to the prospects. And Susurkaev, he's the prospect here. It just has to be done. We need another Russian undefeated guy. We need someone like that now. This Susurkaev, he's just that guy. We just gotta feed him these good fighters that have good name value. He'll knock them down like dominoes and climb on to the top. Overall, pretty decent card. The big upset, Chimaev versus Strickland, one of the biggest upsets I've ever seen. And people thought Izzy versus Strickland was a big upset. Damn. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys think of the card. What fight would you guys make? See you guys later.